RBL Music exclusive.
I grew up like a savage.
It is when you out here, this is what it is when you out there. Kind of more so like, it's not where you from, but where you at.
Where you at, yeah.
In these point in times. And it's always been like that with me. I adapt and I adjust to where I'm at. I'm gonna get some money. So wherever I'm hanging at, I'm gonna get some money. And if I gotta fight to prove that I deserve to be out here to get some money, then we're gonna do that.
Do that.
And in the process of me doing that, now I'm me and Rat, okay, so I come to your block. Mom's move, I get there. Y'all running it, right? You ain't feeling me for some reason because I ain't grow up with you like that.
Okay.
But then you want to get on me.
Yeah.
But then you see I'm really, and I'm ready, and we do our thing. But then you start to like a nigga, like you like, I like that little young nigga.
Right.
So now I'm fucking with you. So now I become adapted to whatever you got going on. Now your problems become my problems. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm from your block.
Right.
But I'm fucking
But you
with
fucking
you.
with, yeah, exactly.
And so that's how things be happening when you move around. And fortunate for me, unlike others, I've been moving around all my life.
People ain't gonna understand that if they don't move around. I want to ask you, musically and starting with music, did it start with Gin and Juice situation?
Nah,
it started solo.
It started with you talking about when I started doing music.
Yeah.
It started with the blood box and Ready
with the
Rock.
blood box. Okay,
Yeah.
so that was early on.
Right.
Now, I want to talk about Hunters Point and music because I think like certain neighborhoods, Hunter Point, Fillmore,
Right.
Like it amazes me, right? Because I'm a rap nerd, right? I'm a hip hop guy, right? So if you tell me a story about money earned in Mount Vernon, I'm gonna tell you who are the guys from over there. If you tell me Hollis, Queens, I'm gonna tell you the guys from there, right?
Right.
So it's just like Hunters Point. When you think about this neighborhood, some legendary niggas, right?
Yeah, off top.
Like so being in the neighborhood into music, like I want to know, like musically, who were the guys? Was it TC, the Enhancer? Like who was the guys that you went to and to take this shit serious in the neighborhood?
In the Point,
because TC House was legendary.
I never went to nobody to take it serious. I was always serious, Rab.
Okay.
I already knew, like I was already thinking outside the box.
Okay.
Like I was already waiting for my shot. You know what I mean? And then, Black C, Mr. C, Hitman, rest in peace to Mr. C, Hitman, know, them guys and Sugar Bear and them guys up on the hill. And a lot of them was already doing their thing. Coldwell Hustlers, 11-5, Fly Mar, Primo, T-Lo, Budweiser and DeRace. It was just a lot. Who am I forgetting? UDI. Who else was around there doing something? And then Uncle Herm Lou. You know what I'm saying? Like it was individuals like that. Well, I can't forget about Big Mac. You know what I'm saying? Fat Sack Records. It was just a lot of individuals that was really in the community that were pushing.
Right.
And for me, because I was like the one that started from Bishop Corner.
Okay.
And pushing how we was pushing, it was more like I had to you know what I'm saying? I had to push my way into the situation. Can you hear me good? Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah.
All right, for sure. So I had to push myself into the situation. I've always been fighting to get to that spot that I got to in regards to doing it in Hunters Point. And what made me take it serious, because in my mind, I always knew I was bigger than where I was at, And so I always wanted to, carry the city on my back, but break the barriers. I'm not comfortable with just being Bay famous.
Bay famous, yeah.
Yeah,
because that's still embedded in your talk now. You make sure you let niggas know this is for everybody. This ain't just for no Bay shit.
Well, I am the Bay.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Oakland blew me up.
Yeah.
Not my own city.
Yeah.
My city pushed me though. They was with me. If you ask the real niggas who was around me, they're gonna tell you I'm certified.
For sure.
You feel me? But when it came to me blowing up, It was the town.
Yeah.
I had billboards all out here.
Sure did.
I could come out here and niggas sliding all up down. Really, because cause some street shit. I was on some street shit. So me being serious is because I understood money.
Mm-hmm.
I came from it. I hustled it. I had it. My guy that was with me, M1, you know what I'm saying? Mike, he was having money, real millionaire. You know what I'm saying? He the real millionaire.
Yeah.
From the point.
Was Big Wet your producer?
Big Web?
Big Web, I mean.
Yeah, Big Web, man. Shout out to Big Web. He was a part of the Pure Pressure. However, for me, Peer Pressure, the accomplishment with Peer Pressure was I did 25,000 units the first week.
I was about to say, I thought it was like 30.
Nah, I did. That was the first. So I did 25,000 that first Tuesday that I dropped.
Okay.
We ain't saying how many numbers came the following week.
Right now, when you look at, if you look at one of these pages that drop first week numbers, that's great for, Migos just did 32.
But see.
And this was your money. This your money.
This our money.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that a lot of these cats that's popping today, without the internet, these niggas wouldn't be able to sell no records. See, I know what it's like to sell real records.
And you also know what it's like to have to be who you say you are.
Come on,
we had a term called studio gangster.
Right.
You couldn't be that. That shit did not fly. Like, it wasn't gonna work.
Let me look at the camera when I say this. Now, you heard what he just said, right? How many niggas you know from the Bay call themselves Bullies with Fullys? In the era when you had to be like what he's saying. We Bullies with Fullys in the 90s. Niggas checking backgrounds, niggas doing homeworks. You're not finna be able to run around talking this gangster shit in the Bay if you ain't really about that.
Hell no.
So you gotta really know your history about how the fuck we was moving in Hunters Point when it came to this Bullies with Fullys shit. We was moving mean.
This
Period.
is a rumor, speaking of Bullies with Fullys. I don't know how true it is, urban legend. Somehow a gun was whipped out, somebody clutched or something, right? And the urban legend is that you took the hammer and you became the bully with the fully.
Something like that.
Okay.
It's something like that, but it's the other way. How it happened was, shout out to my folks, the Buster 415. I got into a fight with a cat.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. And he whipped out the pistol. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And that happened like you saying what happened.
Right.
And
yeah.
You know how in Boys in the Hood, when the one nigga with the pacifier in his mouth, he over there telling the story,
yeah.
like, nigga, I had the niggas running, nigga, and all that shit, like, right? Right? So I went to my homeboy. He up in the cuts by Hollister.
Okay.
So I ride down third. I go to my homeboy and I tell him what happened. I'm like, yeah, whoop, this what happened. I get on him, boom. He try to whip. I take the pick. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? He tell me. He said, you know, Buster 415, rest in peace. I love you, boy. He say, you really a bully with a fully. That's where the name came from.
Rest in peace, Buster, man.
Yeah, Buster 415,
Rest
man.
in peace. Hey, you know something?
Straight lace mob.
You know, I'm from these streets, right? So, you know, like, the real gangsters,
yeah,
they humble gangsters.
Yeah.
So, like, when I talk to you, it's like, you know, anytime I hear you talk, not just because we talking now, anytime I've ever heard you talk, it's like you not, like, I don't want you to look at me like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I am who I am.
Right.
But I'm just a regular person. Like, don't be scared of me. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Treat me normal, but I will fuck you up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And it's not so much to be a threat, but it's just, you know, either you don't know or it's just underlying hate.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because niggas know what it is, but niggas be trying to go out the way, I feel, deliberately to not speak the truth about Juice, nigga, when it should be much more respect on the name. You feel me? And so you're right when I say that. And it's funny that you say that because Mr. Fab said that to me when I was at Dope Era, and he was talking to me and he looked at me and he said, bruh, don't be scared to tell your motherfucking story. And I sat back and I was like, damn, I wonder why he feel like that. And he said the same thing that you said, not verbatim, but in those words, it's like, you don't want people to look at you a certain way.
Right.
But nigga, tell your story.
Right.
Because if you don't tell your story, these hating ass niggas gonna keep trying to brush it up under the rug and make it seem like it really didn't exist. Like I wasn't really putting niggas on. Like we weren't really pushing the line and carrying this Bay Area shit, Frisco, but this Bay Area shit as a whole.
That's a fact.
Everywhere, state to state, jumping out.
I gotta ask you this. Speaking of that,
having niggas drive with guns.
Yeah.
Because we can't get on the plane with them.
With them. You
feel me?
Well, before I get to what I was finna say, when you were young and you was bouncing around, shout out to Boo.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out.
And the muscle.
Salute.
Where did you stand in that position with the RBL side and the big block side? Like because this is your neighborhood.
Right.
So like, you know, when I talk to Prezi, he's younger, so he was influenced by Boo. You know, he had no problems with, you know, nobody else, but he just like, this was the big homie. Because you older than him, where were you in all of that? Because this is like, neighborhood problems is different.
Well,
especially when you know everybody.
Well, the thing is that it's not so much as where I stood, it was just like I was with my niggas. You know what I'm saying? If you with your niggas, you with your niggas. It's just like me and Black Talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, a nigga can't get mad because a nigga with his niggas.
Right, right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, it's not really so much as, oh, I'm over here, I'm over there. No, I'm with my niggas. If this is who is around and this is who I'm fucking with, then this is who I'm fucking with.
Yeah.
And it's just simple as that.
Yeah.
And a lot of these niggas that were in the point that, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't know whether the case could possibly still be opened or not, you know what I mean? So I don't speak too much of things that could, you know, potentially incriminate anyone.
Right, right.
But when you with your niggas, you with your niggas, and that's just what it is. Whoever you with, you with.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't go like, oh, we'll do what, because I ain't never per se had a issue with Rab. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and Rab actually got into it.
Right.
But nigga, when you with your niggas, you with your
niggas.
So what is the perspective of anybody else gonna be?
Right.
When it comes to that. But there's real niggas from both sides.
That know what it is.
That know what it is. And there's real niggas from, you know, on the RBL side who have, you know, came to me and said, you know, hey, nigga, everybody took losses.
That's a fact.
You feel me? Woo, woo, woo. And then there's niggas on this side over here that's saying, Juice, nigga, if anybody could do it, you could do it.
That's
you the nigga that could do it. Like, you the nigga that could represent, nigga, the unification
for sure
of both sides. You see what I'm saying?
For sure.
So it's like, you know, when you ask me a question like that, it touches me because we lost so many friends. Enough friends to fill up a gym, and a lot of motherfuckers, and some people were innocent.
Man,
some niggas were some people got killed just because, and I'm not proud of that.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not proud of that.
I feel you.
But at the end of the day, you know, we older now, and we moving on. And you just got to keep it real about the situation. You got a lot of people that'll try to, you know, say, you know, this or that about what was going on, but that was really some family shit that went bad.
For sure. And that's why, as a, you know, in this interview, I'm so excited to do this interview. I forgot to give the no vultures disclaimer, but just started a podcast because of shit like that, right? If I have to be a journalist and a nigga from the street at the same time, I feel like I can, because it's responsibility in that. The way I talk to Black C, the way I talk to Boob, the way I talk to you, because the platform will allow you to just be a human. It's not no right or wrong. This is the circumstances we was living in.
Right.
But for the outside world, they try to make us animals. So we always got to humanize ourselves. Like, if you was in this situation, like you said, I was rolling with my guys. None of that other shit don't matter.
Right.
I mean, we got that understanding before this shit even happened.
Right.
You rolling with the guys.
I'm rolling with my guys, with my niggas, because you got to remember, we good?
No, we good.
Oh, okay. You got RBL Posse. you got Big Block, you got Get Paid, and then a lot of people forget about Broke Nigga Steven, and that's Kirkwood record label, B&T. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my niggas B&T. You know what I mean? And then you got Full Fledged, and that's West Point.
Right.
That's their record label.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So really, at the end of the day, everybody was just trying to make it out the hood.
Yep.
Think about it. All of these different record labels, everybody getting caught up in bullshit, but everybody just want to just make
it out the hood.
You see what I'm saying? So it's tribalism, and that's why I be trying to tell cats it's tribalism. Like it's really deeper than deep when it comes to that. But I've had a lot of individuals that hit me, you know, and they expect me to keep it real.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't have no choice but to keep it real.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is.
Stay on blue. I'm just trying to stay racked up like you.
Put an 8 in a 1 and do magic. Tryna stretch hair on like elastic. Eco-friendly drug dealer, I don't waste no plastic. Use all 4 corners of that baggie. All I ever wanted was a bankroll. So I pull up on Champ before the bank close. Say no to stank hoes and stank clothes. No paramedic pimpin', nigga, we don't save hoes. Yeah, rest in peace to Lil